Hi, and welcome to day one of the 4-day leadership challenge called Leading Your Team to Productivity and Profitability through the coronavirus pandemic and beyond. So for our challenge, we're going to focus on helping your business to increase productivity and profitability because of COVID-19 and its effects. Everyone has been affected by COVID-19, whether at the individual level you have faced mental or physical challenges, psychological adjustments, financial challenges. You are being affected in some way by this pandemic. Your job may have changed. Maybe you're used to interacting with people face to face and now you're having to do that virtually. Maybe you have been furloughed. And so it's important to consider how we've all changed from this and not just focus on the entire organization or whether the company is going bankrupt or losing money. We need to consider all of the changes so that we are positioning ourselves and the employees to be productive and reach profitability. This challenge is going to help you to refocus everyone, get everyone on the same page to increase your productivity and profitability. So first, we're going to start with where to start, and that's for today. Tomorrow, day 2, we're going to focus on rebuilding trust with your team. Day 3, your team's needs, especially in a crisis. So being able to meet their needs and fill in any issues that are not lining up that can keep you from reaching your goals. Day 4 is when we're going to put it all together, and you should have a strategy in place, and I'll help you create a plan to sustain that success. So for today, where do we start? Well, I want to read a quote to you. The quote says, "If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader." So if what you do causes people to want to do more or to learn more, to grow, then you are a leader. And that is a quote from John Quincy Adams. So as we get into where to start, I think it's important for us to make a distinction between managing employees versus leading employees. So when it comes to managing and leading, managing is actually a little bit more reactive. You are reacting to an employee doing something or not doing something. You might be taking on their work because they're not pulling their share, or you're having to direct them. You're having to tell them to go do something in order to accomplish what they're supposed to be doing in their job. And so managing can actually be quite time consuming and even stressful because you're having to do a lot of the work. When it comes to leading, it's actually a little bit more proactive. You're taking a proactive stance to guide employees, to mentor them, and even empower them to own what they need to be doing to be productive and profitable for the company. And so you have to be You really have to acknowledge what you've been doing more of. Have you been managing and spending your time directing and telling employees, or are you leading? Because in order to increase productivity and profitability, you will have to lead more. You're going to have to guide them and mentor them because you won't have the time to hold their hand when they should already be doing it already if you're paying them to do a job. So here I have actually a study from LinkedIn that found that millennials and Generation Z workers, pretty much anyone born after 1980, they want and need a more collaborative work environment. In my experience, I do find that other generations like the baby boomers and Generation X, they also tend to want to be more involved. They want to they want to feel that what they do has meaning. And so they might want more collaboration. They might want to be, empowered and mentored, but they may not be as vocal as some of the other generations like the millennials and Generation Z workers. But we're going to have to tap into stepping into leading and coaching employees to be productive and lead us towards profitability. So for today, day one, where to start, this is going to be the first step and most important because we have to create vision and direction. Whether you're a supervisor, you're a manager, you're a senior leader, you're a business owner, if you're in this challenge, it's important for you to create vision and direction for your team. Whether you're managing a department and you have your own departmental goals that you need to go after and pursue, or maybe you're a business owner and you need to empower employees to do something. So what are you guiding them towards? What is the purpose of all of this? So we have to create vision and direction. Otherwise, what's the point? So we have to know what we're pursuing. So I do recommend that we create goals. And I'm going to tell you about SMART goals in just a moment. But we have to create vision and give them direction, something to go after. So for your challenge, I promised that these videos each day are going to be very short. They're going to break down what you need in order to be successful as you lead your team to productivity and profitability. And so your assignment for today, day one, is to create a 30-day productivity or profitability SMART goal. And I'm going to ask for you to create at least one goal, but some of you might have two goals, and that's okay. A SMART goal is, for using the S in SMART, it's specific. What do we need or want to achieve? And so we should have it focused on something specific. So if it is increasing productivity or it's reaching a goal of a certain amount of income, it needs to be specific. Next, it needs to be measurable. So we need to be able to determine if we've reached our goal or if we're successful and how close we are to reaching it. So it must be measurable. So if it's an income goal, let's say, for example, you need to increase income by 10,000 this next month, then we should be able to measure that and know if we've reached our goal. Now, it also needs to be achievable. That's the A in SMART. Achievable means what will we need in order to accomplish it? And so, with the coronavirus pandemic, if you are down $100,000 in your net income for the year from being closed or not being able to work at full operation, then trying to set that as a goal, especially for 30 days, is probably not achievable. So we would need to break it down into a 30-day goal that we know we can achieve, or is more realistic. And then the R in SMART is relevant. So why do we want to accomplish it? So you might need to reach a certain amount of income so that you can rehire 2 of your furloughed workers, or maybe you need to break even and at least keep your business running. And so it must be relevant, and that's going to keep you focused on achieving your goal. The last letter in SMART stands for time bound. And so for this example, we're only going to focus on the next 30 days because the market is still unsure right now. Some of you may be listening to this and your state may not be back to allowing your business to open, or you have some uncertainty going on right now. That's just the way that it is. So we're going to focus on a 30-day goal to help you increase productivity. So here are some examples. I have increased revenue by 10,000 in May 2020. It might be, let's say you're a not-for-profit and you have an organization where you have a set budget. Maybe you need to decrease your expenses by 10% by the next 30 days. It could also be you need to sell a certain number of products or certain number of programs. You need to see and help a certain number of customers per day to make up your revenue goal. And so or you should know what your company needs to focus on. And if you're not sure, I definitely want you to reach out to me because I can help you create this goal if you're not sure. We need to create vision and direction, and we're going to do that by having something for us to aim at and to pursue. The rest of the week, we're going to talk about how you get your team to build that momentum towards reaching your goals. So for day 2 or tomorrow, we're going to focus on building or rebuilding trust with your team. Trust is such a fundamental in engaging your team in following and achieving your goals. And so we're going to spend some time looking at that. And so you don't want to miss that video tomorrow. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me because it is important that we start here. We have to start with creating vision and direction for our team, and we're going to create a goal, at least one, no more than 2 goals, that is focused on increasing our productivity or even profitability over the next 30 days. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you.